Hi guys, the suffering in Gaza just went up another level on Tuesday night as a hospital, which of course is a place for caring for the suffering, had become a place of refuge from daily air raids, was destroyed. According to the Gaza Ministry of Health, about 500 and perhaps more people were killed in an explosion at the building. Now, as soon as the news came in, the hospital administration blamed it on an Israeli airstrike. The IDF responded by saying that they're looking into the incident. However, some hours later they claimed that it was the result of rockets fired or misfired by another group operating in the area. Sky News' Anne Botting challenged the Israeli spokesperson over this.
Well, I'm joined now from Tel Aviv by Mark Regev, senior advisor to the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and a former Israeli ambassador to the UK. Good evening to you. Was it you?
Apparently not. We're the whole time gathering more information, and now the highest probability appears to be that this was an Islamic Jihad rocket. And as crazy as that sounds, the statistics are clear. In past rounds of fighting, some 33% of Islamic Jihad rockets that were fired into Israel fell short and landed in Gaza. Now, our intelligence is reporting to us that there was Islamic Jihad fire which was over the vicinity of the hospital, and apparently a rocket malfunctioned and hit the hospital. We had such documented case in the last round of fighting, I think it was in 2021, where everyone said Israeli atrocity, we hit a target, we killed an innocent family, and in the end, we could prove with a video that it was their rocket that was launched, and we actually saw the rocket land. Now, of course, in Gaza, there is no independent civil society. The Hamas has ruled there for 16 years. And all the voices that you interview will say Israel, 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 because that's the party line. But I urge caution. I urge people to think about this. You've got to hold off judgment. We don't believe it's us. We're still looking, of course, but we don't believe it was us. And all the evidence seems to indicate that this was a rocket fired by Islamic Jihad, that's Hamas's younger brother, its twin terrorist organization, and it was their ordinance.
Now, there's a problem with all of this. First of all, you said, well, we need to hold off judgment. And then you said, well, it's Islamic Jihad, or the other way around. You said it was Islamic Jihad, and then you said we need to wait and find out. Now, there's a bit of a problem with this claim that he's made, that it's a rocket from Islamic Jihad that was being fired into Israel, misfired or malfunctioned, and then fell on top of the hospital. The types of rockets that Hamas have been firing and Islamic Jihad have been firing cause nowhere near the type of damage. When we hear about deaths caused by these rockets, we're talking about maybe 2 or 3 people at most. It lands on someone's house, it hits someone's car, or it might hit somebody who's out walking about. That's the maximum amount of damage that these rockets tend to do. We're talking about a hospital being obliterated, 500 people plus killed in this attack. Hamas and Islamic Jihad don't have that type of hardware. And if they did, then why would they be firing it and misfiring it in this way? They would have used it in the first round of attack that they have. And they have been attacking Israel over the last number of days. Why would they wait now to use such a weapon? It makes no sense. They would have used it at the very beginning. They would have used it in the first wave of attacks, before Israel would be able to strengthen its defenses. It makes no sense that they would wait until now to use this type of weapon. But it makes no sense that Islamic Jihad or Hamas have this type of weapon.
We do not target hospitals. Let's be clear. Israel does not target hospitals.
Well, it's not just the party line, is it? I've stood at the border myself. I've seen your airstrikes on apartment buildings. You have the capability to cause utter devastation to the people of Gaza City. That's what's happened tonight. The real fact of it is, whatever is the cause of this, it might be too late. The touch paper has already been lit. Do you understand that?
You can sense the emotion that she has. She's extremely angry. You hope that journalists don't become angry during an interview, that they keep their emotions aside. But she understands what he's saying. She understands that he's trying to bullshit her. She knows, and he knows the truth here, and they can't escape it. There is a real risk now that this is going to ignite, as was pointed out, more attacks. It's going to drive a wedge between allies, and it's going to create a very difficult situation. Joe Biden was arriving in Israel. He was supposed to meet with the Egyptian leader, the leader of Jordan, and that has all been cancelled because of this attack. So I don't know why the IDF, if it is the case the IDF attacked this hospital, what did they hope to achieve from that? Or are there elements within the administration, the Israeli administration, who don't want peace, who understand if we do this, it's going to have negative consequences, but we don't care? Once again, we don't have all the details yet, but it seems most of the news outlets are pointing the finger at the IDF here. We don't have all the details, but if it is the case that they did attack, this is going to have very serious consequences, I'm afraid. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.